Hey there TRW crew, Matt Vasallo here with the rhinestoneworld.com. So this video is going to show you how to make a rhinestone car decal with our Bling-N-E-Thing Decal Material. So we're going to show you two different ways to do it and which way we prefer, but there's two different processes to kind of do this and you can decide which is easier for you. So we have our two hearts here and we're just going to go ahead and throw them on this pan right here. So we don't actually have them on a sticky flock workstation right now, which is fine. As long as you don't let them sit there for too long. If they do sit there for too long, that adhesive will build up, and then when you try to pull them off, it'll rip. So if you're doing a real quick project and you don't have the workstation with you right there, you can use something like this just for a temporary solution. So as you can see, we're going to brush in all of the stones here. And the brushing process is pretty easy right here. You're just going to go in small circular motions off the start to get them in. And then you're going to go in straight lines up and down once you have all the stones in. So you can see once they're actually in, then I'm just trying to brush stones away. There was one missing there, just brush it back in, and all those stones are in perfect already. So we just brushed in both of those designs right there perfectly. There were about, I think there were about 300 to a little over 300 stones in each design. Looks like we did have one blue stone that snuck in there that was in our bottle there. So let's go ahead and replace that with one of our cyan stones here. Oh, let's get that thing in there. Alright, so now we got both of our designs, so let's go ahead and grab our hot fix tape and let's go ahead and apply our tape. Just go over the design gently with your hand and just slowly pull it up. If you see any that are still on there, just touch it with your finger and it'll go ahead and pull it up real easy. So as you can see, very easy to pull these up off the template material here. Let's go ahead and put it on our carrier sheet. Now we're going to show you our Bling-N-E-Thing Decal Material. So we did one of them where we actually pre-cut the decal material with our cutter. So you can see that the heart shape is cut out of that and it's a contour. And then we also have one that's just a square of the Bling-N-E-Thing material. So we're going to show you both ways and then you can kind of decide which you like better. We prefer to not go through the whole process of getting the material into your cutter, setting it up, setting the contour up, cutting it, weeding it, then having to line it up, because it can be difficult to line it up perfect like we're doing right here. So this is only one design, but say you had 6 hearts or 8 hearts that you had to line up perfectly. It's not a very easy process to line those up when you only have a little contour outline around it. So watch how easy it is once we do it with our basic one here. The way that we do all of our decals is we're just going to cut around the heart real easy right here, and then we're just going to drop this down right on top of it. Doesn't need to be anywhere special. We can just put it wherever we want. We just want to make sure that that hot fix tape is inside of the Bling-N-E-Thing material. If it's outside of the material, what will happen sometimes is when you after you heat it, when you pull it up, some of the material, the Bling-N-E-Thing material, will start pulling up with the transfer tape. Well, if you keep the transfer tape inside the actual Bling-N-E-Thing material, then that won't happen. Where it does happen sometimes when you do the contour cuts, because obviously you can't get it inside the material then because it's contoured right around the design. So that's another reason we like to do it the way we do. So we're going to turn them upside down here, and we're at about 320 to 325 degrees with a medium pressure for 15 seconds. And that's going to give us a good heat on these stones to make sure that they're nice and in there, and you're going to see that little bit of a kind of like a bubble where it's going to come up around the stones and form a little groove around the stones, so we know that they're in there good. So this is the one that we did not do the contour cut with. So as you can see, we can just pull it right off there, and that one is good to go. And here's the one that we did do the contour with, and it didn't pull up there, so that worked out perfect. And both of these are good to go. Now the one on the left there, that's the one with the contour around it. So you could technically send it like that to your customer if you would like, and then they can just peel it off. With the one on the right here, you're going to actually have to cut around it with your scissors, is what we do. And you figure to cut a little circle or a shape around this with a pair of scissors, it's the clear material you're not going to see anyway once you put it on the window or the hard surface or wherever you're going to apply the decal. So it doesn't matter, you don't have to have a perfect cut. As long as you get it somewhere around and a decent looking cut around the design. You're not going to see it once it's on the finished surface anyway. So that's this design. So just to cut that little circle around, the little heart shape with the scissors right there, it saved us the whole time of loading the Bling-N-E-Thing material into our plotter, cutting it, weeding it, and then going through the process. So we feel like it saves a lot more time. It's a lot easier to do it if you do it with just the scissors and cutting the decals rather than cutting it out with the contour on your plotter and then doing it that way. So it's your whatever was going to work best for your business. Obviously we want you to do. We just wanted to show you both ways to do it and see if this video could help you guys out with using the Bling-N-E-Thing decal material. Again, if you have any questions, this is Matt with the rhinestoneworld.com, and you guys have a great day.